Hey,
Cheers.
Sprecker's Patio.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, I've got to say, of all the happy hour places in Madison, this has probably got to be one of the best.
I know, you got the waterfall, you got fire pits out here, great outdoor
That's
bars.
beautiful.
It's
Beautiful day.
spectacular. Yeah.
Hey, mind if I take you away from the ambiance for a business question real quick?
Well, if you must.
So I've heard you guys talk about this, and when we talk about our risk management and our GRC practice area, you've talked about the culture of compliance. Explain that a little bit more for me, though.
Yeah, it's interesting. You know, compliance it's something that really has to be, I think, led top down in the organization. You really got to have a commitment to it, and you really almost have to commit daily to it. It's something that, you know, we like to say in the business, it requires continual vigilance. What that means is that every day we've got to take a look at, you know, how our organization is dealing with, you know, our compliancy and the things that, you know, regulate our industry. And, you know, this is not, I think a lot of people view that as something that's sort of an arduous task and something that's sort of being done to their business or their organization. In reality, Tim, you know, compliance is, you know, just a large set of best practices that, you know, organizations that really embrace it, they can see that as almost a pathway to grow and to be able to grow in a controlled and, you know, scalable, sustainable way. And so, you know, it's an interesting thing. It's complicated, and because it's complicated, you know, if it gets away from you, it takes a little time to get it back. So, you know, one of the things we always like to say is we think people should inspect what they expect daily around compliance controls and compliance management. And it goes beyond just security, and it really goes down to the way that people kind of think about, you know, their daily activities and are they acting in a compliant manner in their business.
You know, that was interesting because I heard you say a couple of things, and the irony of what you said is many of the organizations we work with talk about creating cultures in their business, mostly around customer service.
Correct. Yep.
You know, and how you think about how customer service and how ingrained that is in the business practices of the organization.
Yeah, correct. And that's a daily thing.
Well, it's top down, so I
Yep.
heard you say top down led,
Correct.
and a daily commitment. So
Yep.
when we think about customer service, we always think about that every time we pick up the phone, are we smiling? But when we talk about government and regulatory compliance, are we making the daily commitment to think about, are we in compliance?
And even from inspecting what you expect, I mean, I love the customer service reference because, you know, people do things like they monitor, you know, people's talk time in queue and how people are talking about emotions with clients, and that "are you always smiling" thing is, are we always going to be compliant? Same kind of thing. We have to monitor that activity on a daily basis.
Great. I like the term inspect what you expect.
Yeah, it's a good business practice generally.
And then continual vigilance.
Yeah, absolutely.
So let me recap.
Yep.
Top down.
Yep.
It's got to be led, committed from the top.
Yep.
And then daily. So a daily commitment to that. Continual vigilance.
Yep. Got to always be prepared.
And inspect what you expect.
Yeah, that's how you take a culture and move it forward.
Wow, those are great talking points.
Right. Boy, what a fantastic day. Can we get back to this record?
Yeah, let's get back to this.
Cheers, buddy.